Hi, my name is Brian Smith. I'm founder and Chief Technology Officer at Click Security. So let me give you a specific example. Let's take a look at RSA. And I don't want to do that to pick on RSA because they're a security company. They were breached. There are thousands of companies that have been breached. What's different about RSA, I think maybe because they're a security company, is that they've been more forthcoming about what the details are of the breach. And they're to be applauded for this. I mean, this gives us more of a chance to learn. Very kind of classic APT type attack. The first thing that happened is somewhere in the end of 2010, we think that these group of hackers was trying to break into Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin and companies like this, and they couldn't. They were being frustrated by the secure ID tokens that Northrop Grumman had purchased from RSA to secure those accounts. So what they decided to do was attack RSA and get the secure ID repository, which would allow them to bypass that problem at these other companies. They crafted a zero-day attack that was a flash object embedded inside an Excel spreadsheet. They sent a set of emails. It got to two people, got forwarded and sent into the junk email folder. And they sent another set of two emails, and one of the guys actually pulled it out of his junk email and opened it and read it, and that downloaded Poison Ivy. The email was actually said something like the 2012 recruiting plan, and it was from Beyond.com. Beyond is a website for like Career Builder or Monster, one of these things. So it was a faked email. It didn't come from Beyond. The first thing the rootkit did was it went out and contacted a malware domain, and that established the command and control channel for that rootkit. So now the attacker had a foothold in the machine, essentially a beachhead inside the network. The RSA is a little vague on what happened next. They said set of lateral movements, privilege escalations, more compromised accounts, shoulder surfing, those sorts of things. What the attacker did over a time period was map the internal network. Along the way, they found some staging servers, some apparently relatively unused servers that were not well guarded inside the network, and they found that they could use those for exfiltration. And then they found what they were looking for, which was a secure ID repository. And so they built up a tarball, essentially wired up the file, compressed it, encrypted it, moved it onto the staging server, and exfiltrated it by copying it to a compromised host on the internet, and then pulling that off the compromised host and erasing their tracks. And that's very typical of one of these threats. Basically, get the beachhead inside, privilege escalation and lateral movement, and then once they figure out the exfiltration plan, they move very quickly. Usually a matter of 10-15 minutes to exfiltrate the data, and they're out of there and the truck's down the street.